So good afternoon, everyone. The mandate I have been given is not to talk about my organization, but the work or what I've learned from. But if you're in Unga week for the last 4 days, you're on this narcissistic drive to only talk about yourself or the organization. So I'll make an attempt to, kind of talk about what I have learned. Just before we get started, would request all of you to reflect, when was the last time you just went on your street or in your neighborhood and built a solution to solve a problem you see every day? Or when was the last time you went and spoke to your neighbor whom you don't agree with and run a local campaign which is not online? Or when was the last time you walked up to a public official and asked him or her questions about what you deserve or how you can help him or her in actually solving an issue in the neighborhood? So just reflect, when was the last time you did it? And if you did not do it, then ask yourself, what was stopping you from doing it? And if you did it, then ask yourself, how did you feel about that, right? And if you did it when you were like 12, 14, 16, 18, then what was the impact of that in your life? So while you're reflecting, I'll just share 2 stories of young people I have worked with. If you could change the slide, please. Yeah, right. So in Bangalore, there were a bunch of young people. Every day they passed by this garbage spot, right? And they would see this garbage spot and they were used to it. It was a way of life. They felt they cannot do anything about it. And almost like it is a part of our daily environment. But for some reason, these young people came together and decided to solve this problem. They created a WhatsApp group. They got in touch with a great organization in Bangalore called as the India Rising Trust. And they decided to clear this garbage spot. Now, while they were clearing this garbage spot, they realized just to clean one lane in the city of Bangalore, you have anywhere between 12 to 15 government agencies working with each other, right? While they were clearing this garbage spot, they understood what we today call as design thinking, systems thinking, but at the unit of a street. And while they were cleaning this garbage spot, they then decided that how can we maintain this for 100 days, right? They did this, they used AI, right? They converted everything from their local language into English. And today we have young people in Punjab, in Assam, replicating what they have done, but one street at a time. And just imagine the transformation this young person has gone through from apathy to actual skills and agency through action. Not talking to them, not building their capacity, but just unlocking their capacity to do something, what they see, feel, and experience every single day. The next slide. Hardeep in Punjab kept on hearing about stubble burning. Right? He did not have the macro view of stubble burning, but he experienced this every single day. He started crowdsourcing all the data points in his area where stubble burning was happening. He then crowdsourced about 10,500 acres of land, data from 10,500 acres of land. He put this on a Google map. Through this Google map, he created heat maps. And the last I know, it went to the Punjab Legislative Assembly, to actually attack stubble burning at a hyper-local level. Now, a young person starting with individual action, but transforming that into systemic and collective action. And that's the power of young people bringing change. Now, some of you would be thinking, yeah, all this is great. We need like top-down change, systemic change, but it's not possible in a country like India. In New York, approximately 9 million citizens. For every 10,000 citizens, you have roughly 700 public officials. In Karnataka, which has about roughly 85 million citizens, you have 83 public officials for 10,000 citizens. So India needs an army of young change makers, who are not spoken to, but who are worked with dignity and with respect, right? And if we can unlock this potential of these young people, imagine the change making one street at a time. The next question I'm always asked is, what is the impact of this? This is cute, young people trying to do something. But if you invest in young people taking action, at an individual level, what we have seen is unlocking of what we today call as 21st century skills or resilience skills. There is enough data and information around it. Young people coming from their own communities solving these problems. At a systemic level, we have been able to crowdsource 500,000 data points on civic and climate issues. And today that is informing policy bottom up, right? But the deeper impact is today we have a high density of change makers who are responsive citizens and who are making local governance more responsive. So I want to end with this note, and I want to tell all of you that whenever you look at young people, either our work is very tokenistic, we talk to them, we say we'll build your capacity, but I think it's high time to look at unlocking this capacity and respecting that they understand their local settings and they have the local solutions. But the bigger message I want to send is action is not petty. Action creates courage, and action is the existential answer. And one of the best ways to create agency is allowing young people to act without any judgment and respecting the process of change making and action making. Thank you so much.
No Cost Extension will be back next time with a brand new episode. For more information on any of the work that Dasra does or any of the guests featured on the show, please go to dasra.org.